What's going on, everybody? This is Joe.
And Amy.
And we are back with more of our first Throne of Eldraine traditional draft. Last time, if you've been following along, we lost, which means that if you look on our screen, the time before, we won. So we are currently 1-1 with this deck, although notably, if we win this time, we keep going. If we lose this time, we're done.
Yeah.
So we keep playing until we reach the max number of wins or we reach 2 losses. So we are hoping to not lose this time. That's kind of the idea.
Obviously.
This is, since it's traditional draft, this is best of 3. So we will see how we do. Last time was a perfectly fair loss. It was a tough fought match. We went to game 3. We didn't get screwed over in any way, and hopefully it continues. We are playing Genocide, G3 no side. We would love to play first. Well, we have 4, so we have Tempting Witch on turn 3, and if we draw any land by turn 5, we have Bog Naughty. But we need 2 green for Keeper of Fables. Do we keep this hand or mulligan this hand?
I'm gonna reluctantly say keep.
I agree. It's not great, but it's not awful.
It's definitely not my fave.
No, we don't know what our opponent's on, so we're going to see what we can do. We also don't know what we'll draw. Foreboding Fruit would be really nice here. An early drop green card would not be nice here, so I don't want that. They're playing white as well. We drew Foreboding Fruit.
Yay.
Look at that. Called shot.
Ask and you shall receive.
Yeah. It means we get to draw 2, lose 2, and get a food out of the deal. This 1-3 is perfect against this 2-1. So we might do this first. Let's see if they play anything now. They play a 2-1. This 1-3 is great against that 2-1. This is not a knight, notably. And we drew another Tempting Witch, too. This hand's getting better somehow.
Somehow it's working all of a sudden.
Ah, that's great. Yeah, this is the perfect blocker for both of their creatures. If they have a pump spell of some kind, like obviously we know they have this now, so that would be very bad, but we did just draw the second one, so I'm not super worried about it. They did not attack, so good. Let's play this. We're good now and safe behind her, so I think we'll do a Foreboding Fruit.
Okay.
And draw 2 and lose 2 and make a food. Look what we drew.
Yeah, boy.
We can't do it now. Like, we can, but it won't do anything, so we will pass. If we draw a green, Savvy Hunter is fantastic.
Yeah.
Again, or we just play Bog Naughty next turn because we will have 5.
She's rad.
Yeah. Another 2-1. Wow, best card ever. MVP right here. That's great. And they're tapped out. Oh, they're stuck on 2 lands? Yeah, we have 4, they have 2. That's rough. Ooh, Revenge of Ravens.
Yes.
Oh, no. What are we going to do? Oh, there's so many choices. I think we have to make them pay. They're not attacking us, so we're going to play this 3-3 and start swinging in. If they're able to do something to get past our 1-3 or make these bigger or whatever. Oh.
Yeah, they weren't getting land at
Nope.
all.
I've been there.
That sucks.
I have been there.
20 life total and they conceded.
I don't blame them. I just played a
God
3-3
damn.
flyer, and if they didn't have anything,
Genocide.
yeah. If they didn't have anything in their hand to deal with it,
Yeah.
like
yeah.
you know, and or no hope of getting anywhere near, you know, with white mana, they might have had trapped in a tower, but you can't use that on a flyer, and we had a 3-3 flyer. So if they didn't have anything to stop that, maybe now they just sideboarded into something, or they might just go right back in and hope that, you know, they just get a better hand.
They just take out half their cards out of their deck and replace it with land.
So, we have 3 forest and a swamp. We have a 1-drop in black. This needs double black, but hopefully we'll draw it by turn 4. Okay. And this needs 6 mana, which we just need 2 more land.
Ugh.
Is this a keep or a mulligan?
I reluctantly kept last time, and it worked very well for us.
Mm-hmm. Well, and our opponent got unlucky as well. I mean, our hand was great at that point.
Right.
But they also were not doing very well.
No.
But it's also game 2, and we're up a game. So you could risk it a bit if you wanted to, or you could mulligan. It's up to you. What do you think?
We mulligan this time. Something's telling me.
All right. Well, we have 1 of each now. This is 1. This is 2. This is 3. So any land gets us this, and we can ditch one of these down to the bottom.
Yeah, the paladin again.
Sure. keeping
Sorry
6.
about it. Sorry, Paladin.
It's a great card. We do have other good 5-drops, so that's something. They went to 6 again. We drew a land.
Yes. Okay, good.
And we have the combo of Giant Skewer, Cauldron Familiar.
Yes. I'm happy with this mulligan.
Yeah. And we have our turn 3 Tempting Witch because we drew that land. They have a 2/1 first strike. So we play this, and we play this, and we do not attack. No attacks. We will also not block. Do we block? This gives +2/+1, but then it would still die to first strike damage. But it comes back. So yeah, we'll block. Because then we can play Tempting Witch, sack the food, get the cat back, drain them for 1, equip the Giant Skewer, and kind of just go around and around and around forever.
Yeah.
Plus we have Revenge of Ravens, so if this thing keeps wanting to attack us, we'll take 1 damage each turn from it. But they'll be gaining or losing a life in the process. This is more, it seems like, what their deck wants to be doing.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have this. Let's play the Tempting Witch.
All right.
Perfect blocker. Look at their board.
Yeah.
It's full of 2/1s. Now, notably, if they attack with this 2/1, let's pass. If they attack with their 2/1, we block with our 1/3, it dies, and they get a +1/+1 counter on target knight they control. This first strike creature is a knight. Okay. But it's also getting 2 +1/+1 counters on it right now. So there's that. Pass to attackers.
We do have bacon to a pie.
We have this as well. Yes. Yes, we definitely have bacon to a pie. We need a black land for that. But I will sack the food, bring the Cauldron Familiar back, drain them for 1, and then block. And it dies. We did not draw a black. This is 3 to equip, and it would become a 3/4, but they have a 4/3. We could Revenge of Ravens, but that doesn't seem great here. We could play this. That doesn't do a ton for us. Interesting. Yeah, we just need that second black very badly to bake that into a pie. Do we Revenge of Ravens here? No, because this is holding this back. This would mean that when they attack, they lose 1 life in the process, but that's not the worst. We'll just put some bodies on the board. Yeah, well, because here's the point, right? We draw a swamp next turn, then we kill this, and then have this 3/1 if we want to attack right then and there. I mean, it's not the best idea with these two. Ooh. Okay. Okay. I guess we call their bluff and block here. I don't want to make this bigger because we don't know if we're going to draw the swamp. So we would take 6, but we're at 22.
Yeah.
So that's not the worst.
That's affordable.
Okay, that's fine. +2/+2 and it untaps. We know they have these creatures. That makes sense that they would have a pump spell. We drew the swamp.
Sweet.
We got there. Okay. So we pass, because here's the thing. If they attack all in again, we have bacon to a pie, which gets us a food. We sack the food to get the Cauldron Familiar back, block, and we can kill either of these.
Yes. I love it.
Yeah, that's exactly what they did.
Yes.
Perfect.
So good.
Okay. So we bake that into a pie.
It's going to be tasty.
It's delicious, and we deserve it. Play a Cauldron Familiar, say yes, sack a food, and block the Venerable Knight with it. If they pump it, that's fine. We can get the cat back with more food.
Yes,
they don't. Perfect. Look at that
Still
turn.
get the cat back anyways later.
Fierce Witch Stalker. What a great
That's a
card.
good card.
Ooh, Bognaughty, though.
Yeah, better card, honestly.
Much better. Yeah, very good. No attacks. That would be silly. We are at 15. The 4/4 does have trample. That is a thing.
Oh, it does.
It does.
That's what that aura is.
I guess.
That's
Yeah.
Because
it's
like Halo thing.
I think it's showing it like stomping on the ground.
Yeah, okay.
You know?
Like an impact kind of.
Yeah. There's no reason to block. We're not going to let Bognaughty die, and this would take a bunch of damage. They have a 2/2 flyer that And a 3/2. Okay. Ooh, Wolf's Quarry. We don't have the mana for it. Okay. So each creature you control that has an adventure enters with an additional +1/+1 counter, hence why that has a counter on it. They have a 4/4 with trample. We could equip for 3. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Now we have a 5/4 flyer.
That's sweet.
It's the biggest thing on the field, except this has 4 power as well. But that's fine. No attacks. If they attack us for 4, we got to take it and go to 7, which sucks. Yep. What'd I say? No blocks. All right. So, draw a land. Actually, anything would be good here. Ooh. Okay, they have a nice adventure deck. The Edgewall Innkeeper. They drew it kind of late. We drew the land we needed. Okay. So now we have 1,000,000 blockers. Man, it would have been nice to play this first, but that's fine. We have 3 boar. Okay. Choose attackers. We can risk it this turn, although we take 2 in the air. And go to 5?
I don't like going to 5.
Okay. So then, no attacks. We'll leave back blockers for now. With Revenge of Ravens and Cauldron Familiar, we can try to gain some life back up, but it's going to be very slow. They drew their land, they have a 6/5, they draw a card, it's actually a 7/6. Ooh, but they passed, and now we have Sir Conrad.
Ooh.
So now, it doesn't matter if our little guys die. In fact, we want them to die. Oh, that's so cool. That is so cool. Yeah, now they're going to be very reluctant to attack. And I am currently reluctant to attack, but also Revenge of Ravens will be very helpful. So hopefully they hold off a turn. Hopefully. I would be... Ugh. I would attack if I were them. I'll just say that. I would attack here. They are at 17 and we're at 7. Okay. They fought our Bognaughty with their Fierce Witch Stalker, but the Witch Stalker died. But...
It didn't die.
No, it's gonna die. Oh, it's indestructible. I see, it didn't die. I was like, why did they do it that way? Why didn't they use the Tree Folk? But okay, that makes more sense. Okay, so Sir Conrad is still here. We're getting hit for 2 in the air, which we can't stop. This has Trample. So... Oh. Okay, so we have to, like, block this with, like, 1,000,000 things. Ooh, do we lose? I think we lose. This is +2/+1. So we block... here, and then here, here, and here, and then we take 2, 2, 4, so we go to 3. Is my math? Well, we're gonna gain some life too, but all damage happens at once. They have no cards in hand. Yeah. Okay. Look at all our triggers. We get 3 food, and we get 4 drain triggers off of Sir Conrad. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I just do that? Because it doesn't matter. We can do it at instant speed. We drew a land. Okay. So we drew a land. We have a Revenge of Ravens. And then we have the Cauldron Familiar. And we have 3 mana to equip the Giant Skewer.
Sweet.
But do we put it on him? +2/+1 would make him a 7/5. Or we could make this a 3/2. Now, we don't care if it dies.
Right. But we care if Sir Conrad dies.
Yeah, but then what happens with this thing? This thing's a 5/5. We might just need to use these to gain some life.
Yeah.
I mean, we can bring the Cauldron Familiar back at instant speed. We just shouldn't equip the Giant Skewer yet. Revenge of Ravens will help us out, because everything they attack with gives us 1 life on attacks before damage. They're gaining some life. That makes sense. They had their food they got from the Witch Stalker. Pass to attackers. Everybody. Not the Innkeeper. Everybody else. Look at all those Revenge of Ravens triggers.
Yeah.
We're at 8. So now here's the issue. We're taking 2 in the air no matter what, so we're effectively at 6.
Okay.
They have 1 card in hand. If it's a pump spell, for example, if it's like this creature, right, with its adventure, and we block anything Sir Conrad dies.
Oh.
Sacrifice of food. Okay. So the cat came in and left our graveyard, so we got both triggers off of that. Let's pass to blockers. Let's sack a food and gain some life. How's that? Then we go to blocks. Let's block here, because this thing's huge. And let's block here, and if they kill Sir Conrad, they kill him. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We go to 3. But things die.
Didn't kill him.
Yeah, Sir Conrad did not die. They're at 6, we're at 3. And we can bring our cat back before our turn, but I'm going to wait. A Tempting Witch.
She makes food.
She makes food. She also makes them lose 3 life if she lives.
Ooh.
So if they attack us... Okay. How do we do this so that we win? We have 4 mana,
Okay.
which means if they swing out, they go to 1. We go to 8. We block, and take up to 3. Oh, well, this has trample, but we would have to put it on the Tempting Witch, maybe? Let's put this Giant Skewer on Tempting Witch. No? Yes. Combined with Cauldron Familiar, those 2... Ah, no, that doesn't work. That's fine. This will be fine. I don't think we lose, is the issue. Yeah. Okay. We're each at 4. I'm not attacking with Sir Conrad. I need him.
Yeah.
The thing is, as long as Tempting Witch lives, we win. Oh, sorry. As long as Tempting Witch and we live,
Right.
we win. Whenever you cast a creature spell that has an adventure, this gets... Okay. Okay. We can use this, sack of food, and they lose 3 life. But they're at 4. This is so tough. I'm so sorry if I just blew into that microphone. I was breathing out in exasperation. Okay, here's what we do. We attack with our cat.
Okay.
If they take it, they go to 3. If they block it, it dies and they go to 3. And then we use Tempting Witch.
Okay.
Go to attackers, attack with the cat. On board, they're dead. They do have 1 card in hand. Take it, and then use Tempting Witch. Sack this food. Oh, sorry. Target player. Them. Sack that food. Submit.
You did it. You did it.
Oh my god. Oh, what a stressful game. Holy
That was a good game.
crap.
Especially since the last game against them sucked because they were completely mana screwed.
Yeah.
Like, this one was intense.
Oh my god.
So, a big give and take there.
No, that was very back and forth. Holy crap.
Roller coaster.
Hey, we won some free cards. Ooh, Disinformation Campaign is good.
like
I like
that
that.
one.
I like that card a lot. Very, very good. And a Bell of the Brawl.
Ooh, I like that one too.
It's a Menace Knight, and it helps out other knights. That was intense. I genuinely hope that you all enjoyed that, because I really did. This is the power of our deck, and as we said at the end of the last video, if you watched it last week, we hadn't drawn Sir Conrad yet, and we were upset about it. Now, if you weren't aware, now you see why we wanted to draw Sir Conrad.
Because he's real good.
Yeah, he won us that game, no question. I mean, obviously the cat helped a lot.
Yes.
But Sir Conrad combined with that cat, like, that was great. That was so good. We won that game off of Life Drain.
Yeah.
Right? Them losing one and us gaining one consistently. Yeah, I like our deck a lot. It's just, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but this has been great. We have 2 wins and 1 loss. Whew, I'm all riled up. This is great. That is the end of this particular video. Like I said, I really hope that you all enjoyed it even half as much as we did. We would love to hear from you in the comments down below. That was a great game. Let us know if you saw a line that we didn't. Could we have won earlier? Did we misplay at any point? Because it will help us learn if you leave those comments and you're like, hey, listen, on that turn where this happened, you should have blocked this way or whatever. Like, that will help. That will help us a lot. So please do that. And
yeah, because for me, I don't see lines. Lines don't exist.
Well, but
everything's just an amoeba. There's a big
okay,
blob.
so what you're saying then is, if you were in my shoes at the end there, you wouldn't have seen the line on how to win in that turn.
Oh, of course not.
But but now that it happened, you understand how it happened and how we won.
Yes.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean that I would be able to see the line next time.
Right, but it's small steps, right? As long as you understand why we won, right? Why the interactions worked the way they did, and why it was like, we're going to attack with this cat, and no matter what they do, they lose. Right? Because we had the loss of 3 life on the board with the Tempting Witch, and then that cat, since they were at 4, was perfect.
Yeah.
Because either they took it, which they did, or it died and Sir Conrad made them lose 1 anyway.
Right.
So,
it was really just the perfect set of circumstances.
Correct. And again, with Revenge of Ravens out, if they attacked us with 1 creature, it would trigger on attacks. They would lose 1, go to 3, and then we could just activate Tempting Witch right then and there, sack the food, and they'd lose before their combat damage came through and was dealt to us.
Yeah. Okay.
So that was a very awesome, like you said, collection of circumstances that worked out. So again, we really hope that you enjoyed this episode, this video, this match. We are 2-1. So once again, still having the issue of, if we lose, we are done with this deck. But the more we win, the more prizes we're getting. So we definitely encourage you to tune in next week. You can subscribe. There's YouTube things that happen, other videos, subscriptions. You all know how that works. Likes, dislikes, whatever. That is all down below. You can read our description, see our links to our other channels.
Yes.
Both our video game channel, which is somewhat redundant since we're playing a video game, but this is non-Magic Gathering video games, as well as our Amy's channel.
Gluten-free channel.
Yes. Gluten-free for all. So definitely check those things out. And for now, from us here at the Geek for All Now family of channels, I have been Joe.
And I'm Mimi.
Once again, thank you all so very much for watching. And as we always say, in whichever video of ours you watch next, we will see you all next time. Thanks, everybody.